Figured I'd do a movie update. Everything that I've gotten since I started my Jackie Chan movie collection videos. And that was a couple weeks ago, so I've gotten a lot. A lot of these basically filling in the gaps where I have Jackie Chan gaps in my collection. And some of these he's just a cameo or stuntman. Finishing the Jet Li collection, finding several Chinese track versions of the movies, a few out of print films, and many that were expensive, and now somehow I found them. I lucked out and found them for a good deal. So Lady Kung Fu, aka Hapkido, Jackie Chan and Sammo Hung are both in that with Angela Mao. Jackie Chan plays one of the bad guys. He's kind of just an extra. He doesn't have any speaking roles or a lot of screen time. He comes up a couple different times. Sammo Hung's one of the main characters. The Himalayan, they're both in that. Sammo Hung has some fight scenes and some speaking, lines of speaking. Jackie Chan's only in the background. Yuen Bia's also in that. I think he might be in Lady Kung Fu. I'm not sure, but I think he's in the Himalayan. He's also just a stuntman, so he's in the background. Shaolin Temple 1, 2, and 3. I didn't have these. For some reason, I don't understand why these were never released. Being Jet Li's first movie, Shaolin Temple, but they're kind of like out of print or very hard to find. You can only get them in collections and things, but I finally found these. And I wanted these editions because I thought that they had the Cantonese or the Mandarin. I believe it's Mandarin. The Chinese audio, but I'm not sure. I don't think they do. I think they're in English, but regardless, I have them. And now the Jet Li collection is complete. And Martial Arts of Shaolin was released a couple years back from Dragon Dynasty, which I don't know why they didn't do Shaolin Temple and Shaolin Temple 2, Kids from Shaolin. But I got them, so I'm happy about that. And these all came out from this company. You can't see it. Shaolin, Lady Kung Fu, and is in Chinese. You can watch it in Mandarin, Cantonese, or you can watch English dub or the old English dub. So it gives you multiple options. It's very cleaned up. It's a good addition. Himalayan is dubbed in English, and it's very, very poor quality. I don't know if this was ever cleaned up. There's a DVD company that's, I think, out of business now, but they were called Joy Sales. And the Himalayan and Lady Kung Fu, aka Hapkido, were both released from that I know of. But those I found were kind of expensive, and then I lucked out and found these 2 editions from the Shaolin company. They were way cheaper. So I took the Himalayan, although it's in English, which is, in a way, it's kind of good, so we don't have to look at the subtitles on the blurry screen, because a lot of it's just very, very, very much needs cleaned up. But I recently watched those 2. Lady Kung Fu is definitely that's a masterpiece movie. That's one of the big movies, highly regarded. The Himalayan, most of the action doesn't happen until the end, and it's a slow burn type of movie. The end is okay, but a lot of people would be bored with most of that movie because not a lot happens up until the end. Shaolin Temple, I did see. My brother has the same copy. I watched it years ago. But I'm looking forward to watching it a second time, but doing a triple feature marathon. Watched the other 2, and then finally have watched all the Jet Li movies. That's Shaolin Temple 2, Kids from Shaolin, and Martial Arts of Shaolin. Fantasy Mission Force I already have several copies, but this one's in Chinese, so hopefully it's different, but at least it's in Chinese, and now I have it in Chinese. In one of my videos I mentioned my stunts and my story. Well, my stunts and my story are both out of print, and I never thought I'd find this, but this here is my stunts, and I found it for very cheap. With shipping on eBay, it was like $14 or something like that. So, and all the other copies that I can find are like, I think one's $53 plus shipping maybe, which is one of the cheaper ones, and that's still expensive. But I had seen this once before for like 12 or 13. Didn't end up getting it because I was outbid or whatever. And here I just immediately made an offer and I got it. So, who am I? Finally got the original uncut Chinese version. I appreciate Jackie Chan dubbing the other, but this is one that was hard to get the original for. First Strike, Rumble in the Bronx, also. The Protector, the Prisoner, Island of Fire, that's also going to be hard. I think I found one, I haven't gotten it yet, but found that also in Chinese. We'll see if I can get a hold of that. I know the Japanese Blu-ray exists for Island on Fire. Also Twin Dragons, it's one that I haven't even stumbled upon, even for an expensive price. I just can't find it, a Chinese version of that's in print or available. So the Japanese Blu-ray might be the way to go for that one as well, but just to get the audio. And I really like Twin Dragons, it's my favorite. Not to get off the subject, but it means enough to me that I would go out of my way to get the Japanese version, just because it'll have the Cantonese or Mandarin audios from the original recordings of these movies, but although it might not have subtitles, it'll be okay because I have the American version. And it's almost the same, but just to have it cleaned up and have the audio. But Project S, aka Once a Cop, aka Super Cop 2, the sequel, not really direct sequel, but to Super Cop, which Michelle Yeoh is in this. And this is the original Chinese cut of the film with the audio. This isn't a legitimate Blu-ray, but at least now I have it. I did order it, and I didn't realize it's a burn-on-demand disc, but it's a Blu-ray disc. It looks good. It's the original cut of the film, and it's in Chinese, so I'm very, very happy with that because I really like that movie. It goes underrated. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I already have these three. All these were basically separate orders. A couple of them here and there were together, but once I got up to Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, all of these I found, with the exception of these two. I found these in a lot, and I ended up winning on it, and it's rather cheap again. And so many of these are expensive by themselves. I can't believe that I found these and that I got them. And when I looked at the photo, I thought they were all opened. Every one of these is sealed still, except for Crouching Tiger, Project A, and Defender, which I have all three of these already. So whether the discs look good, but I already have them just in case they were defective or something. But these, the ones I didn't have, are sealed. So I can't believe it. I have this is the Accidental Spy. I already have that, but now I have that copy. Fong Sayuk and Sayuk 2 I had on Dimension Video as the Legend, but now I have them on DVD, and got a collection of Stephen Chow films now. I only ever had a couple. Dragon Fight with Jet Li. He's in that. He's in Gorgeous with Jackie Chan. I have a few, but these are his starring roles, and can't believe I found these. So, and a buddy of mine recently picked me up 2 movies that I didn't have. One of Mel Gibson, Edge of Darkness, I've never seen, and Exposed from Keanu Reeves, never seen. To kind of add to those collections. Those are growing collections. Mel Gibson's almost done. Exposed isn't, but isn't quite probably an action movie, but it's there for the Keanu Reeves films. But I'll go more in depth with these in the next video and show you the cases and things.